we've talked a lot about genre hopping and that we didn't really understand our genres, and we are kind of multifaceted people, so we like lots of genres. But you've kind of found your genre home more now, haven't you? So how did you?
I think so, yeah. How would I describe the genre now?
Really, you and I both suffered a lot for a year or more, didn't we, trying to understand what does genre mean? Because for the people who are watching who don't understand, Amazon is driven by genre. They catalogue everything by genre, and unless you can neatly fit into one, then you aren't properly catalogued in Amazon, which can really impact people finding you or purchasing you. And we both suffered a lot, didn't we, with that?
Yeah, I think like you say, you discoverability, and it's easy if you're definitely in one or two primary genres. And I think maybe because we love our books so much, we wanted to be in all of them that they fit into.
Well, in the old days, there wasn't. This is very much a modern phenomenon of having algorithms and computers doing all the cataloguing of everything. In the old days, there were so many books that were multi-genre, that covered many genres, and most of my favourite ones, to be honest, are multi-genre. So we wrote those, but they're not so easy to sell in them or for people to find in the modern.
Not until you kind of need to make a decision, don't you? And I think I didn't make it easy for myself because I had an 18-year-old and then one that's nearly 16 and then one that's 22. And I mean they're not so far apart, but I think it was stopping me from perhaps.
In terms of the age of your characters.
To my characters, sorry, yeah, the main characters, in the main female characters, and to me that made perfect sense. Like you said, it's a multi-generational coming, but then it was being prepared to sort of say, yes, there's a time travel romance, but then that can't be just the only category, because if you think of time travel romance, for example, then you think of Outlander, and the characters are often a bit older, and they're often set in Scotland or places like that. Are you going to see the doggy?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. And so now I would say it's I'm very, very happy, and I'm definitely getting a lovely response now, where I've decided to make a decision, because I'm not always decisive like this, and it's I categorise as a young adult sci-fi fantasy in the sci-fi dystopian fantasy. And in the young adult, what's great about in the young adult category, I think there's a lot more leniency to have more of a. If you think about a lot of the books that I think are fantastic, even Twilight or Hunger Games, they do cross a lot of genres, not quite pigeonholed. Maybe that's what we're like as young adults, a bit more and more allowing that we don't want to be pigeonholed quite as much. But then I read young adult books and I love them. Probably for the reason, actually. I think that's why I like them.
I don't know if readers would know this, but the majority of readers of young adult are actually 45 years plus.
Yes.
Which is interesting. I always think it's classified as young adult, yet it's read by people who can't really be classified as young adults.
Yeah. But it does make me wonder if it's because they're more multi-genre, and there's more freedom in there. I wonder if that's why. I mean, there are definite tropes, there's no doubt about it, and some people would only want this dystopian with nothing else in it. But I still think I categorise mine under metaphysical and visionary, because it definitely fits under that genre. And that's great, because I can explore different themes there, and the spirituality and everything else. And the coming of age is such a huge emotional experience that you start mixing tyrannical leaders and other worlds and time travel, and it's brilliant. And fantasy, do it all.
It's a much more interesting read, I think. I think Amazon's got it wrong.
Yeah. There is a category called mashup fiction, isn't there? There is one of those.
Yeah, there is. I think that's where we actually fit, to be honest.
Yeah, we're a mashup.
I've often been called a mashup.
Yeah, me too.